Hello and welcome back to ZK Adventure, everyone. It's been a couple days since I recorded. A lot of things have been going on in my life within the past like 4 or 5 days, all of which is pretty good, I want to say. But for now, let's just move on to this level or this video or whatever. Um, for some reason, I feel like I'm out of shape with recording, even though I haven't really stopped per se. Just took a little minor break. But anyway, we're on this level called Acampo, which, for those that don't know, is the town I live in, and it's a pretty crappy town. It's not even considered a town, that's how crappy it is. Only 340 people live here. My family is probably 1% of that. But this level is essentially Ghost Town from ZK2. Just renamed for the set's many references, which I think is fitting, because in a roundabout way, Acampo is a ghost town. But since this level is essentially ghost town, I might as well just go ahead and say that I'm not as disappointed now, but I was really hoping this level would get into C-Sale before. Like, this level is just, I don't know, I find it to be a ton of fun to play. And I'll just get those other chips on the way back, because I have to go through those green doors, I believe. But this level is just a ton of fun to me. I love the aesthetics of it. It's one of those levels where the aesthetics are just, they're simple, but it fits so well with the level theme that's going on for this level. I feel like a lot of people say or feel like Ravage does it better, which is kind of the same idea, I suppose, but I think the only thing Ravage has going for it really is the level reference itself. This level doesn't really reference anything other than just a ghost town of sorts. I don't know, I really like this level. I was really hoping to get into C-Sale before, or at least liked a little bit more after somewhat praising it in the podcast, the voting podcast or whatever that was. But yeah, this is a pretty good level. Definitely one of my favorites of Zane's. Probably my favorite in the whole ZK2. But I haven't really looked at the remade ZK2 levels that much, so most of these are pretty unfamiliar territory for me. So I know I have to unlock this and go through here and get this block. And this block allows me to go over here. Having this block in the level, I think it provides a nice touch to the level itself. Like, if that block sequence wasn't there, then this level would basically feel like an item swapper. Which in hindsight it is an item swapper, but I don't know. I think the aesthetics of this really do well with this type of level. Welcome to the Campo store. Which one, Zane? Because there's actually two Acampo stores. There's one down the street to the left of my house, and then there's one to the right down the street from my house. The right one's better because it has a subway. It has a subway built into it. I don't know why, but the headset seems louder for me for some reason. Like, maybe it's just because I haven't recorded in a while, but I feel like the headset's louder. So, moving on to race. You need 13 of 15 chips. Okay, this looks like a pretty simple level. So is being optimal required? Oh, I've. I totally messed up that one chip I was trying to get, and I thought I screwed it up, but I didn't. I barely beat the glider by like a move. I don't know how I did that, but that's pretty awesome. Okay, Maze of Monsters and Michaels. So this is basically another strange maze, which I have to admit, Strange Maze from the original game, when I was a kid playing it, that was one of my favorite levels ever. And it was probably, and I already know it's because of the way I was when I was younger. Like, I was just, whenever something unique got thrown in my face, with anything, not just Chip's Challenge levels or anything, but when I saw the Strange Maze in Chip's Challenge 1, I was just so amazed by it. Like, oh my god, there's monsters or trapped monsters as walls, and locks, and bombs, and, well, bombs wasn't really that special, but sockets and bombs and trapped monsters and everything were used as walls, and it was just, oh, this is such an awesome level. Now it's just kind of ordinary. I hate to say that because I think there's a standard to that, to calling a level ordinary now. Thanks, Chipster 1059. He really needs to come back. I mean, I don't really understand why he left the community. Part of me feels like he felt obligated to leave the community, because at first he kind of pulled a boy who cried wolf scenario. Like, he announced he was leaving, and then like 2 days later he realized no one really said anything to stop him from leaving, so he just kind of felt like he had to leave. Nice blocking yourself. So that is a Michael reference. Pretty fitting for a level with Michael in the title. But yeah, Zane actually did update this set for me to include some more Michael references, and, well, more references in general, not just for Michael. More references. He updated some of the ZK5 stuff towards the very end of this, but we won't see those for quite a while. Wow, I completely butchered that. So this level was updated to include the hint. It originally didn't have the hint, but the title was the same. So that is Maze of Monsters and Michaels. Good level. I had fun with it. Disconnected from Xbox Live. God damn it, Michael. Nice triple D though. Okay, so this level is basically disconnected from ZK2. I don't remember the path to this. No. So there's a trail of unconnected clone buttons that aren't connected to the block cloner up there, and you have to figure out. It's basically trial and error, but it's a 5x5 room. Okay, that was pretty simple. Got the bolt time. Not that I care. A wild Michael Warner appears. Oh, okay. I'm gonna die anyway, but I want to read this hint. Traps are connected vertically in the chip section and horizontally in the key section. Okay. So I think this level was originally titled "A Wild Teeth Appears," which is kind of unusual because that's a pretty evident Pokemon reference. And I don't know, I'm used to being the only one that has Pokemon references in Chip's Challenge levels, just because I know I'm probably the only hardcore Pokemon fan out there in the CC community. That is, I know quite a few others like Pokemon, but I don't feel like they like it as much as I do. Okay, so nice. That one's going to be quite a challenge to get to. Okay. Get that, and then get that. So getting this key is pretty simple. Okay. I think that's what you have to do to get that key. And then I have to kind of do this outrunning business or whatever. Okay. And that is a wild Michael Warner appears. Okay, so that was a good level. Apple. Android Master Race. True that. So this level had a what I originally thought was a bust, but I forget who it was. I think it might have been Jeffrey or someone else. But there was originally a solution that you could collect the red key, unlock this red lock right here, and just simply nail to the exit upon collecting the chips, of course. But that was since removed, and I'm not sure if that was an alternate solution or anything, but it seemed too easy to be an alternate solution, so I just assumed it was a bust. But Zane fixed it. So I'm trying to figure out. So I just can't collect the chips like this, right? Yeah, because I only have 8 red locks. So, and I can't get a block right here. Okay, so I can only collect a total of 8 red keys. The green keys seem to be just to be the leaf of this apple. Which, for the record, I don't know why, but that's probably my favorite fruit from the Pac-Man World Series. I don't know why. I think because it gives 700 points. I'm weird. Don't judge me. So I have to collect 4 like this, right? And then I don't know if the bugs are going to collide like this. Okay, they are. And that just leads to death. Michael's favorite thing. I think I'm on the right track with this one, though. Because if I go through and just do that. Oh, I can't get out of this. Okay, that's an interesting conundrum, or whatever you want to call it. So, okay, that was stupid timing. So I think this is the right way to go. But I have to figure out how to maneuver these blocks around. Yeah, Android is a master race. I've never really been a fan of Apple products, except the iPod when it first came out. Okay, so I can't let the bugs do that. See, I was so used to the other solution that I don't know how this key intended solution is supposed to work. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. My keyboard exaggerated movements. Okay, so if I do this, let's try this again. So this way won't lead to them colliding. But that does. Okay. I have to figure something out. That was weird. This is a pretty interesting level. I mean, even though it's simple in design, it's interesting. Like, the way these bugs are behaving is kind of weird. So yeah, I can't collect any more. I have to go straight through this. So, do I just, like, dash through it? Oh. Okay, that wasn't 9 keys, right? I hope that wasn't 9. Damn it! I collected one on accident. So I think I had the right idea, though. I realize I can just bring a block with me at the start. Okay, it got in a loop. Okay, I think that's all I have to do. I think that is just right. Alright, that was a pretty cool level. I really enjoyed that one. That was pretty interesting to figure out. I didn't expect that to be difficult. Alright, tiptoe. Oh, one of these levels. I really like these types of levels. I feel like they've become underrepresented for one reason or another. I know this isn't everyone's favorite type of maze, where you have to be careful with every step you take and every move you make and every breath you take. I'm not getting into that reference. That song is good though. I love that song. Again, don't judge me. So I think the reason why it's nice fireball on the floor though. Zane, you missed something there. Oh yeah, that fire tile from Round and Round is still unresolved, in this set at least. It was resolved in the actual ZK2, so. But I feel like levels of this type have been underrepresented, and for that reason, I'm partially happy Shrub got into CCLP4, because I feel like we need more of those levels in official sets. Not too many more, but I don't know. It's a unique part of the game I feel just got completely trashed on ever since Spooks. I don't really think there's any other level like that in any other official set, aside from maybe Jeepers Creepers from CCLP1. But that felt more like Spooks, but with blue walls, in my opinion. So speaking of shrub, pretty soon, and by pretty soon I mean like maybe after I record this video, I'm gonna start LP and CCLP4. But which side? I don't know. Ask Jay Bizzle. I'm gonna be LP and CCLP4. Just because I feel like it. I mean, I said I wasn't going to, but yeah, I've been kind of encouraged to do so. I really want to talk about the set's construction and everything. So this was grass is greener on this side, which I'm guessing is a reference to the level I have in CCLP1. Which honestly, that's probably my least or not my least liked, but probably my worst level in that set, because aside from the beginning, there's nothing unique about it. So I'm gonna try to get a better time, because I think I got lucky with the random forest floors. Oh. Nope. Come on. Okay, yeah, I didn't get lucky there. But yeah, the Ask Jay Bizzle quote, that's been an ongoing thing in the spam chat. I think that's been around for maybe 2 or 3 years now. And as far as I know, JB doesn't really mind it. So, it's pretty cool. But it's kind of stuck, and it just fits with his name, I think. Like, we just can't, and sometimes we say I go Zane Bizzle, Tyler Bizzle, Josh Bizzle, whatever. It's pretty cool stuff. So, secret tunnels. Nice Avatar reference, though. Okay, so are all these... I'm assuming I don't have to go through the squares. I feel like those are all appearing, right? It looks like it. It's an interesting design choice. I like it. Okay, so that chip is done. Okay, so I can go through here. I keep hitting the volume button on this mic. Maybe if it's not facing down on my desk and not hitting it. Okay, so I have... Okay, that wasn't right. Wait, was it right? I don't know. This feels a little too... Okay, I can just collect that, right? I'm pretty sure I can just collect that. I might be overlooking something, though. Yeah, I can just collect that. Okay, that wasn't terrible. That one felt a little easy. Alright, what's the block one next? This one seems to be pretty straightforward as well. Okay, the block is down there. Or the chip is down there. So, how am I going to go about this? I feel like that choice I made wasn't right. I feel like I messed this up. Yeah, I think I messed this up. I don't see any way I can fix this. The only way I can think of is if I push this block below me up, but I have no way of doing that. So I am to believe I did in fact mess this up. Oh no, there's some blocks up here. And there's no more. Yeah, I messed it up. Okay, so let's do that one first, because the other two are just pretty much mazes, but this one actually seems to be a little bit more involved. So I feel like the choice I made going left wasn't right, or right wasn't right. So was maybe going this way is correct? Yeah. There we go. I like the layout of this level. It's pretty interesting, I have to say. Okay, what is this about? So this stuff looks like I could easily cook it. Okay, so this way is not correct. I think going up here, though, might be right. Okay. Like that, then that. Okay. And then... trying to remember the way I came out of this. Okay, that was pretty cool. I like that room. I like that toggle wall room the most. That's a pretty nicely designed section. Okay, so then up here, I think the path to this was pretty simple. I think once I get past this part, I can just go up and around. Alright. So that was Secret Tunnels. Pretty awesome level. Some sections are pretty, well, you know, aren't really anything special, but that toggle wall room I think made this level pretty fun. So I enjoyed figuring that one out. Michael Wheel. Do I want to take this on right now? This shouldn't be too hard. Whoa. Okay, what is going on here? What is going on here? I don't even know what all this stuff does. What is this? I don't even know how to I don't even know how to react to that. That is without a doubt a Michael reference. So do I just hit the toggle button? Do I hit keeping? Do I keep hitting the toggle button? Or what do I do? I'm lost with this. Alright, where is it at? It's right there. I'm trying to understand this level. I feel like this should be easy to understand. Okay, so a block cloned. So I just have to do this again? So it's just hitting the toggle button multiple times. Well, this isn't really anything complicated. It looks a lot more complicated than what it actually is. Okay. So I just have to keep doing this. Sorry if I'm not talking a lot. I honestly, my brain is just kind of like at a you know, like a brain fart moment. Like, I had no set topic in mind to talk about before I recorded this. So this might not be the most interesting video to watch today, and I apologize for that, but I'm mostly just looking forward to the CCLP4 stuff. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Are you serious? Wow, that's not cool. I blame this damn rule set for that. Well, now that I know what this level actually involves, I'm going to probably try talking about something. So, I doubt I'm going to mention this in the CCLP4 LP that I'm going to start pretty soon. But I did get another job, which is pretty exciting. I got hired Monday, I believe. I had a job interview last Thursday, or a week ago from today when this video is uploaded. And it's for a car dealership, so it's a pretty legit job. It's in the service department, driving people around when they bring their car in for service and they need a ride elsewhere if they don't want to wait for their car to be done. So, and it's part-time, so I'm going to be able to keep both jobs I have, which is going to be interesting because I've never had two jobs at once before. So I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to handle it, but since they're both driving-centric jobs, I don't think it'd be too much trouble to keep both of them. But that's a lot of money I'd be making, so my goal of moving out, it will be a lot closer, I feel. So, yeah, I'm really happy that I got something else to do than what I do. I'm not really getting bored with the job I have. It's changed, and you know those times when the job you have changes. Okay, there we go. I was wondering when that block was going to clone. Okay, the exit was... I don't remember seeing the exit anywhere. Probably over here somewhere. Or was it in the middle? No, it's not in the middle. It must be down here. Okay. That is Michael Wheel, which was a level. Not sure how I feel about it. The mechanism seemed unclear, but all it involved was just pressing the toggle button, which was kind of underwhelming, to be completely honest. But the level was still fun. I didn't really appreciate that cook I had, but it is what it is. Stalkers. I'm going to play this because why not? So Stalkers is a pretty fun teeth dodging level. I was kind of semi hoping this would get into CCLP4 in the 121 spot. However, it didn't do that good in voting, and I completely screwed that one up. But yeah, you basically have to keep moving once. What? I was able to survive that earlier. Maybe not. Alright, let's kill some teeth off. Yeah, this level didn't do that good in voting. And even if it did, it's a little too similar to Seeing Red in a way. I think it's a little similar, but I could be wrong. Okay, got all that. Now let's just get these keys. But I like the way this level is. It's very victim-like, which I really like when teeth levels have that. That very chaotic natured feel. But then once you kill some off, it kind of dies down, which is pretty nice. Just Trevor problems. Oh man, Trevor needs to come back too. Me and him kind of talked to meet up eventually again, but it hasn't really been confirmed per se, because he's a lot farther south from me than where I'm at, so if that made any sense. But since I'm not really making much sense and kind of produced a pretty boring video, which I again apologize for. I don't know, like my brain's just more. I guess I'm just more focused on other things at the moment, or I'm just too focused on the other job, I guess. I haven't started yet, but I'm going to start on Monday, which is pretty exciting. So I guess I feel the need to rest up, I guess, and that's probably my biggest problem right now is I haven't had a good night's sleep in like a month or two due to the work on my house and everything, and that hasn't been fun. But that's, for the most part, it's like 99% finished. My room is completely done, thank goodness, but hopefully I can get some sleep and then see how this new job works out. And of course I'll keep recording stuff when I can. I'm not going to quit again, and if I do, it won't be permanent. It would just be like a tiny hiatus or whatever. But until then, guys, thanks for watching. I know this was boring as hell, but hope you guys enjoyed it anyway. And yeah, there was a 40-minute video for you, so I'll see you guys for back and forth.